Hello. I was trying to do this with my glasses on, but I get a horrid reflection. Look at that. And I don't want to talk to you like this or even like that. So I may have to just sort of go with that. Hello. Welcome to my Patreon page. I've got some really exciting content that I want to develop and build up and involve you in what you would like me to talk about. A bit about me. I have been an actress, or I was an actress. I'm still acting, but I just not doing so much anymore. I was an actress for 35 years. Um, Started off in theatre, obviously, had my own theatre company, moved to the States after drama school, ended up in Los Angeles where I did a lot of television, film, and television commercials. Came back to the UK and was on Coronation Street for a while. And then in 2011, somebody asked me to direct a short film, and I was completely bitten by the bug to be a film director. Something that I didn't know was there. It was sort of hidden away somewhere, and I just loved it. And I realized that having had all that time in front of the camera was like having a front row seat to how, in many respects, to how films are made and how shots are set up and the coverage and the order. So a lot of what I was doing on the other side of the camera was required to do on the other side of the camera was very familiar to me. I likened it to driving on the other side of the road. Everything's there, but it's all sort of in reverse. So I spent a number of years doing short films. I did short films with children for a charity. I made a short film called Boxer on the Wilderness, which did some film festivals, but all the while my goal was to make a feature film because I'm no spring chicken. I don't have much time, and I need to get on with being the filmmaker that I aspire to be. So last year, in March and April of last year, I shot my debut feature, Widow's Walk, which is just now nearing completion. It's been a long road because we made it on a micro budget. I mean, tiny amount of money, like bits of string and leftover toast. It was really that sort of a film, but we're very proud of the results. It doesn't look like that, and I think in independent, low budget filmmaking, that's part of the key to a film punching above its weight. So I believe it does that. It's a supernatural thriller. It's about a woman who's lost her husband in the Afghan war, and she goes to this remote beach house on the edge of the North Sea with her little boy. And her grief and depression evokes the spirit of a woman who lived in the house during the Second World War and fell in love with an American pilot. And there's a long history of the Americans stationed in Suffolk. They came over during the Second World War and they stayed till the 90s. And in fact, I married one in 1987. So there you go. And moved to America with him in 1989. So it was a subject that was not autobiographical, but very close to my heart, about the idea of somebody aspiring to live somewhere else or be somewhere else. And during the war, these American pilots offered a potential ticket out of a small town where nothing much happened. And I used the grief of Eve, who's in the present day, to explore elements of the supernatural, of grief and loss, and there's a bit of a love story as well. There's also an enormously difficult and complicated, at the time, it looks very smooth and gorgeous now, but an underwater sequence, and we created a Kickstarter campaign for that. We raised £28,000 on Kickstarter. So in these talks, I can talk about crowdfunding because I've done 3 now. 1 was a complete bust, and 2 were very successful. So I can give advice on that. I can give advice on acting training. Do you need to go to drama school? How I've learnt about filmmaking and what I get out of it, some of the mistakes I've made, and the challenges I've overcome. Film finance, how to do that, SCIS, tax breaks in the UK. And then as a special bonus, if you subscribe at the higher rate, I will release to you my film reviews. I see a lot of films, especially this time of year, all the top films coming out from the studios and independents. and they're all vying for votes for the Oscars and for the BAFTAs and all the film awards. So this is the time when I go and see an awful lot of films that are available or just about to come out. And I'm going to talk about them, and I'm going to say what I think about them and how well they're done and stuff I like and stuff I don't like. And then I'd like you to interact and leave comments. And maybe we'll make another video based on a video I have about one particular subject or one particular film. And I also want to go back and talk about old films and, well, old films, films that I grew up with, films that influenced me, films that I still watch over and over and over again. Why do films perpetuate? What makes a classic film? And of course, it's so subjective. So I'll be telling you what films I have grown, that I've loved instantly, that to me were instant classics, instant masterpieces, or films that have grown on me, or films that I didn't get, but on a second or third viewing, you see there's all these layers and all of this story there that's so enjoyable to watch and rewatch. And then quotes, movie quotes, all of the stuff that we grew up on that becomes part of popular culture because it came through film. All of that fascinates me, and I feel like I can create a lot of content you're going to be able to react and interact with. It's not, I like to talk, I never stop talking, ask my friends, but I want to create a vlog where you get to ask questions, you get to interact with me and with this huge subject matter. And if you like pugs, you're in for an even better treat because I have a pug and I'll be featuring Tia as well. So please share this with all of your friends. Consider subscribing. It's only a buck a month, and $3 a month gets you the film reviews. Pretty good deal, huh? So I'm going to go away and start writing a list of all the things I want to talk about and share with you. And give me a subscribe, and I'll see you at the movies. If you're a pug lover, or you want to send me videos or photos of your pugs, please let me know. This is Tia. She's about 11. She's a bit blind. She smells like a corn chip. So every so often we will feature the pug. She always has something to say, right? Okay, yes. Bye-bye.